What's going on, guys? Don't worry, I got you with the intro. What's going on, guys? Here at Raw Rebellion with you guys. His name is Nick Lewis, and I am Parsa, and we're here to do a little
an interview
about my 30-day, 28-day juice feast that ended like a month ago. But because of coronavirus reasons and other reasons, we haven't met up to do this video. So here we are. And Nick, what question were you gonna ask me?
I was gonna ask you, first of all, why did you decide to even take this on?
All right, so we'll backtrack a little bit to the beginning. When I decided was.
And just speak up a little because of the music.
So,
yeah.
Back at the beginning, I decided to do this because I wanted to lose weight, and I wanted to clean out my system and just better my life conditions in general. So that was my original reasoning, which I did achieve certain levels of all of those just by doing a 30-day juice feast, which is not even like the protocol is a 90-day juice feast, where for people who are like
maybe really sick.
Yeah, really sick, and they want to get to it. And I didn't feel really sick, but I did feel like I needed to change something in my life. So I started doing that along with daily meditation, and it really it really did change my mood every day. It changed, really cleared out my system. I think my digestive system just works so much better. So this is kind of nasty, but I'll share. Before my juice feast, I'm sure everybody experienced this. Sometimes you look at your poop and you see pieces of food that you've eaten. Ever since my juice feast, I look at my poop and I don't see any pieces of, say, corn or tomatoes. Tomato skin I have seen, because that's really tough for the system, whatever. But I don't see pieces of food in my poop anymore, because I don't know what that means. But
just overall, your breakdown and absorption seems better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been eating a lot healthier food. I didn't just jump back into eating meat and really fat, full foods, but it's just been so much better overall. And I've lost weight. I weigh 175 pounds right now. At the beginning of my juice feast, I was 192. Okay, so the crazy part is, at the end of my 28th day, I was around the same weight I am right now, but I was looking a lot scrawnier. And my family, everybody noticed it too. Everybody was telling me how I'm looking really skinny. And they were like, Parsa, just stop this, you look so skinny. But then, so I stopped, and then I started eating a lot of protein and working out every other day. And right now, I weigh 175 pounds, and I'm looking good. I feel really good. I feel a lot stronger. My endurance is so much better. We just did a 30-minute workout, 25-minute workout, and it was freaking awesome.
So how would you say your strength is comparatively?
So I haven't done a strength test, but I'm pretty sure, I don't think I'm at my, where I was at my peak, but within, because I'm not weight training, I'm doing all body stuff.
Right.
But if I do weight training for 2 weeks, I guarantee I will be past my peak. So, but I'll get there.
So you're saying you lost, around 20 pounds?
About 20 pounds.
Yeah. And now, because there's there's 7 components to weight, right? We have muscle, glycogen, fat, bone, water, fresh waste matter, and old waste matter. So that's important to understand, because if you're saying you feel about as strong as you were, or you're in just as good shape, if not better, while being 20 pounds lighter, then we know that you may have lost some fat. You may have also lost some of that waste matter. You may have gained water. How long were you having solid bowel movements while you were on just juice?
So it wasn't consistent. Like the first few days, obviously there was a lot of solid matter, and then there was maybe like 5 or 6 days where I didn't have any solid, and then from my day 10 to day 13, straight up, all solid. It was mind blowing. Every single time I went, it was solid, and I'm just like, I told you, and I was like, shit was crazy, you know. I did not expect that. 10 days after drinking only juice every single day, which blew my mind. But yeah, and then after that, like maybe 20 days into it, there was some solids here and there, and then like towards the ending, there was not much solid, you know. I kind of wanted to continue actually, but then I kind of just missed food a lot, to be honest. So I ate some prunes, and yeah, it was good stuff, you know.
And
gotta try it again.
yeah, so it's something you would definitely do again.
100%. Dude.
And is it something you would recommend to other people,
Absolutely.
depending on their circumstances, maybe?
Especially if they're at a low state of mind. I would totally recommend daily meditation and juice feasting. You know, I'll say something else. I was meditating yesterday in my room, and I'm kind of new into meditation. I've been doing it consistently for about 2 months. So I'm kind of used to being in that mind state of just observing whatever happens, not really reacting to it. So I'm sitting in my room and I'm meditating, and outside of my room, my mother, my dad, and my older brother, they're talking and they're discussing all this stuff. And my mom is all stressed out about like who's gonna take out the trash, and she was literally screaming in the middle of my meditation. She was screaming, and my brother was screaming back, and like there was a whole shebang going on out there. And I was thinking, at that moment, I was thinking how if that was at the beginning of my meditation journey, I would have gone out of it. I would have like been snapped out of it. I would have been like stop yelling, I'm trying to meditate. But right then, I was actually just being observant of it. I wasn't reacting to it. There was screams going on in the background, but I was just feeling it, and I was like not reacting to it. It was just an amazing thing to experience that for myself, you know. I'd heard it from my friends what it's like to just observe thoughts and not react to them. But like yesterday, like after 2 months of doing it, I really felt that. So that was really cool.
Obviously, this channel is all about promoting juice feasting. So, but let's just talk about any of the downsides that you saw, or any negative experiences you had with it.
So I mean, there was some phases. Obviously, I didn't do it for too long, but there was some phases that I just really was just fucking done with it. Like I remember going to work and whatever, and I was just like, I was telling my manager, I was just leaning on a rack of glasses, and she came up, she was like, Parsa, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm good, but I'm just fucking done with this juice feast. I just want to like be able to eat some Caesar salad, you know? But like, you know, we all have those, and juice feasting teaches you that, to see the positive in the negative stuff. So I just pushed through it because I said I would do it, and I continued on, and you know, yeah.
But all in all, you're glad you did it. So
Absolutely.
It's not always a bed of roses. You know, it's not a walk in the park for everyone. I think some people have easier juice feasts than others, and I think it also depends what your level of detox is. Also, how much juice you drank. How much juice were you drinking on average?
So at the beginning, I started off by drinking like 2 gallons every single day, and that was for the first like week. And I kind of like came to the conclusion that that was too much, because my body was like getting rid of a lot of the juice. So like I kind of lowered down to like 6 mason jars, which is like a gallon and a half. And that was like the perfect amount for me. I would wake up in the morning, drink like some celery juice with celery apple. I fucking love that one. Celery apple, celery and pear. And that was my orange juice orange juice and celery is freaking amazing.
Orange juice and celery.
Orange juice and celery. I love, but like not too much orange juice, just just enough, you know?
Right.
A little bit.
Just as like a sweetener.
Yeah, it actually adds such a great flavor to it. I love it.
So if you drank, so for you found your happy medium was about 1.5 gallons.
Yeah.
You know, it's really interesting because you're about 35 or 40 pounds heavier than I am, and I needed 2 to 2.5 gallons to stay in my like peak energy, peak performance during the day. So it's really like interesting to see how much each person's body is different than another's when it comes to these things, you know. So you're much bigger, you need like 1 gallon less juice than I do.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And you have like even more muscle mass probably, so that's just something to take
into. I was sitting on my ass and playing video games for the most part, so.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think if you're doing something as a healing modality, part of healing is resting, you know?
For sure. You're absolutely right. You know, actually, that's one thing that I realized during my juice feast, that I'm always like trying to like push myself to the next level, and like I can't continue on doing that like all the time, you know, that like I am human. I can't use that as an excuse to like not push myself to my limits, but I have to understand that like making me rest is gonna, like if I rest up, next time I want to push myself to my limit, I'm gonna be able to go so much further, but I have to like rest up, you know?
Right.
So that I also learned during the juice feast. Crazy how like the juice feast was like an exercise actually, and after the juice feast I was resting, which is crazy. Like after the juice feast I felt my healing happening, and oh my god, I'm just like thinking about it now and it's hitting me harder. Like it all happens after like something you try. Like when you work out, you're not getting stronger in your workout. You're gonna go home and sleep and get stronger. So it's kind of like the same thing, but the juice feast is the exercise, and then afterwards, when you eat food, when you go back to your regular routine, you're gonna rest up and get stronger. Right now, it's been a month and I feel amazing. I'm working out, I'm meditating, I just started doing yoga the other day, and you know, it's just looking better.
So it sounds like that it did lead you into some healthier lifestyle habits.
Oh, 100%. It's a great boost. It's like it just skips like the first few levels.
Right. Well, in fact, I would say actually, it's not even about skipping the first few levels. It's like it is the first level, and it, like Tolstoy would say, you know, the first step to a better way of life is fasting, and this is essentially mimicking a fast in a way. It's not quite the same, but it does it has a lot of the same characteristics. And Tolstoy would talk about how you know, in order to reach higher virtues, we have to first work on our base virtues. Now, in terms of your eating habits now, what has changed? Now, I also, before you answer that, I want to preface that on this channel, we do not condone harming animals for any reason, be it food, clothing, or otherwise. That being said, I can't at this time force anyone to be vegan, but I do want you to be honest and tell me what your eating habits are like now compared to before.
I have been 99. 99 is probably accurate, but let's just say 98 to be safe.
Percent plant-based.
98% vegan.
Well, we'll say plant-based.
Plant-based.
Yeah.
Because veganism is a
moral philosophy.
Yes, absolutely. So yes, I have been 90% plant-based, and let's say 50% vegan if we're talking about the moral codes as well. You know, not counting my clothing and like all that stuff, but.
And how does that compare to before?
So I don't, you know, I feel healthier, I feel better. I feel like I would have to like take a bite out of like meat to not condoning any animal harm, but I feel like if I take a bite out of that, I would feel the difference. Not going to lie, you did challenge me to a 40-day well, you
Raw
challenged me
vegan?
No, you
Was
challenged
it?
me to a 30-day dairy-free.
Oh, right.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna do 40-day. And a few days, like 2-3 days ago, I found out that my mom was making some bread and there was some dried milk in the yeast in that. And then, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna reset my 40 days. So I've been doing that as well. But you know, like right now when I look at yogurt, like the yogurt that my mom actually makes very good yogurt at home. Okay, so it's not like some really bad stuff that you get with extra added flavors and all that bullshit. But I eat very good yogurt at home. But just looking at it kind of just makes me feel grossed out because of like how I know, like, first of all, I just feel like when I eat it, it's gonna, all the fat and whatever, it's gonna go like clog up my pores. That's like what my mind imagines right now, because it really does feel like I'm clean. Like when I eat the food, it's gonna go right through me and like get absorbed, but like nothing's gonna like stick in there.
So you're viewing certain foods maybe differently than you did
Yes,
before,
for sure,
and
for sure.
you were already kind of on your way to changing your eating habits. You were coming to our raw dinners several nights a week and
Fun stuff,
participating in the potlucks and whatnot. But yeah, just like, so all in all, would you say that your eating habits have changed significantly since the juice, after, like since comparatively, I mean, before and after the juice
yeah,
feast?
for sure. I'm not eating any. I do have eggs every once in a while because I really do enjoy eggs and I think they're very good for you. But not condoning anything, whatever. But
Although science would disagree, but yeah. But see, besides that, you're doing better than you were before in
100%,
terms of
100%.
your eating and your entire outlook on life, it seems.
Yeah.
And it seems like you're constantly moving towards some improvements. So this was a great interview, man.
Yeah.
Really appreciate your input and your honesty, and I think that this is going to be a great inspiration for others, you know,
Glad.
to take the first step to a better way of life.
Yeah. So if you're feeling down, if you're feeling upset, if you're feeling like your mood just hasn't been the same for a while, if you feel like you just need a new door to open in your life, you know, just do a juice feast for like do 1 week. Do 3 days, do 30 days if you want. Do what I was gonna do 7 days at first, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for 30 because it's good. I felt how much I didn't need food. I only crave food. Okay, it shows you what's the difference between something you need and something you want. Okay, I'm getting the nutrients I want out of my juice. I'm getting my protein. I'm getting my minerals, vitamins. I'm getting my carbs. I'm getting all of it. But well, am I getting carbs? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah. So, but either way, you're getting all of the water, and
You're rehydrating.
you don't need to eat food. It really shows you like eating food is very nice. It's a blessing. Okay, I'm not saying don't eat food. I'm saying know what you need and know what you don't. And a way to clarify that is juice feasting.
That's a great point. That's a great point. That it really highlights how much of what we do is more mental than anything else, rather than necessity, right?
Yeah, for sure, dude. So try it out for yourself and let him know, let me know, let him know in the comment section below. Okay? Thank you guys for watching.
Join the
It's your boy,
rebellion.
Join the rebellion.
Yeah.
And, I'll see you till next time.
Cheers.